Let's get focused, man. We got a fight to worry about here. Good money, good money.
Us boxers, we've been thinking of the same combinations for a long, long time. To see what are good ways to enter, exit, and land combinations at the same time. At the end of the day, you're dodging punches all day.
And when you have a chance to make it out, it gives you that different look on life. It make you train bigger than just your small town or your hard times that you've been through. It's crazy to me that who would know I'll be that guy. One night up.
I know what song he listening.
Gervonta Davis, my first time watching him. I seen him a video on Instagram, man. I looked up his highlights too. That dude's a beast, man. He's great speed, great defense in those uppercuts, man. I mean, I appreciate boxing. You know, I'm not a hater, man. If I see somebody I think is good, man, I'll talk good about him. You know, some people they just see boxing and they don't appreciate it. They talk bad about him. But me, I see a good fighter and I respect.
Reports are now suggesting that Gervonta "Tank" Davis has begun training under Jose Benavidez Sr., the father of David Benavidez, and it's a move that has definitely surprised a lot of people in the boxing world.
You're trying to land the best punches. You're trying to make the highest possible decisions in your head. And fights, everything is do or die. When you take the hesitation away, sometimes you really know, believe in yourself, believe in your skills. I'm not trying to let fear. Basically, that's what it is.
I knew I'd be big, but I never knew that I would be like the guy that actually break them doors. Calvin believed in me. Calvin believed in me no matter what. That's what was the important piece of me staying focused and I know I have somebody that's counting on me. Calvin was making sure that I was on the right track. And whoever go against me, Calvin was standing beside me. You know what I mean? Calvin was that guy that had my back for sure.
We do. Get ready for this.
After spending so many years working closely with Calvin Ford, it appears Tank is ready to explore a new direction as he enters the next stage of his career. Reports say he's been training with Jose Benavidez Sr. for several weeks, and after getting comfortable with the setup, he decided this is the team he wants beside him for his next fight. That's a major decision because elite fighters usually don't switch trainers unless they truly believe the change can elevate their game to another level.
The last run of the camp, right here with all the guys. You know, I just want to thank Sam.
Yeah, this Santa Cruz right here today.
Let it burn, baby, let it burn.
Mind over matter, son. Mind over matter. Ain't nobody doing no shit like this. Come in the desert. Trying to stay away from the desert. He come in the desert.
I want to thank Poncho. I want to thank Tristan. I want to thank my father. I want to thank my brother. Thank my wife, my kids, and everybody for giving me the energy I needed. It was a great training camp, and I feel like this is going to be the best fight to date. And then after this, you know, it's just going to be legendary work. But, you know, this camp really meant a lot to me. And I wanted to end this training camp like this. Nice hike to the top.
Coming up here, I was always that kid that know when the time to buckle down and things like that. Like, I know when it's time to get serious. You know, I know how to focus, you know, no matter what's going on around me. That's what made me so special and why I came so far.
Jose Benavidez Sr. has earned tremendous respect throughout boxing for developing top-level fighters through discipline, smart strategy, and polished technical skills. That alone has turned this partnership into one of the hottest topics in the sport. I'm genuinely excited to see what changes show up the next time Tank steps into the ring. Will his defense look tighter? Will he mix his punches more effectively? Will his conditioning help him stay even stronger in the championship rounds? Or could Benavidez unlock an even more dangerous version of the explosive knockout artist we've already seen?
I think we're about 12,000 feet right now in the elevation. Finished with my prayers. You know, we had about 20-minute prayer right here. For me, this run means a lot to me symbolically. You know, I made it to the top. You know, I've made it to the top of the mountain countless times, and with the power, the energy, and the protection from God, I keep making it up and I keep, you know, passing the threshold. So, you know, I know where I am. I know where God stands in my heart. I know where Jesus Christ stands in my heart. And You know, we're just going to keep making it to the top, and in his name, we're going to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Sometimes all it takes is a fresh perspective in the corner to completely change a fighter's confidence and mentality, and that can be just as valuable as learning new techniques. At the same time, changing trainers brings immediate pressure because expectations rise overnight. Every performance will be analyzed, and fans will be watching closely for any signs that this partnership is paying off. One thing seems clear. If these reports are accurate, Tank isn't making this move for publicity. He's doing it because he believes Jose Benavidez Sr. can help him continue improving, keep collecting victories, and remind everyone why he's still viewed as one of boxing's most dangerous stars.
There you go. Good. There you go.
When he get in that ring, he's on a mission. Because he understands that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. You got what you asked for. Let's get it now.
Slow it down. 30 seconds.
That's exactly why the reports about Gervonta Davis working with Jose Benavidez Sr. became even more fascinating after coach Kenny Ellis weighed in. He didn't sound like someone witnessing a team falling apart. Instead, he sounded like someone who believed social media had blown the story far beyond reality. That immediately stood out to me. Kenny never rushed to completely deny the rumors, but he also didn't confirm every detail. His main point stayed the same throughout. If Tank chooses to train with Benavidez Sr., that's simply a decision any grown professional has the right to make. It doesn't automatically mean his relationship with Calvin Ford has fallen apart.
Obviously, some rumors circulating that Tank working with Jose Benavidez.
Yeah, I heard it, I'm not sure if it's true, but if it is, then he's a grown man, got a right to do what he wants, Whatever he decides to do, I told you before, I support him. No love lost. Been knowing him since he was 7. Great guy, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think too many fans hear the phrase, new trainer, and instantly assume there's drama behind the scenes before anyone involved has even spoken publicly. Kenny made it clear that Tank and Calvin share a relationship that's strong enough to handle things privately without turning everything into a public spectacle. I actually respect that approach. The conversation eventually shifted to the fights fans keep asking about, especially Tank versus Devin Haney, and Kenny almost brushed the discussion aside. His attitude was simple: if the fight happens, great. If it doesn't, life goes on. After hearing years of speculation, it's hard to disagree with that mindset.
Thoughts on Tank versus Devin at 147?
Man, that would be a good fight, but Tank is 135 pounds. Could have happened when Devin was at 35, but he was shot up.
Yeah.
Tank is small. He's not scared, he ain't running, he ain't ducking, he's small and such,
Sometimes it feels like boxing fans spend more time arguing over dream matchups than the fighters spend negotiating them. Kenny also reminded everyone about something people often overlook. Tank has always been the naturally smaller fighter, yet that fact somehow gets ignored whenever negotiations become part of the conversation. He also brought Ryan Garcia back into the discussion, suggesting that's still the matchup many fans truly want to see for Devin Haney. Honestly, he may have a point because great rivalries always find a way back into the spotlight. Even when Floyd Mayweather's name entered the conversation, Kenny refused to fuel unnecessary controversy, treating it as business between adults instead of internet entertainment. To me, that's the biggest takeaway. While everyone else is chasing headlines, Team Tank seems much more focused on preparing for the next performance. And if this partnership with Jose Benavidez Sr. really works out, the lightweight division could be dealing with an even more complete version of Gervonta Davis.
So there was an interview with Floyd Mayweather, and they were asking him, what's his favorite fighters today? Mentioned David Benavidez, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Devin Haney, but they didn't mention Tank. Lots of people felt like, is there something in between them that he didn't say Tank because he's been promoting Tank for such a long time?
I'm not sure, but Floyd is one of Tank's favorite fighters regardless. Grown man. We don't get into that bullshit, man. If he don't like Tank, then so be it.
The conversation quickly circled back to Gervonta Davis once again. Right after Kenny Ellis cooled down the online speculation surrounding Tank's training camp, Bill Haney reignited the debate over boxing's biggest potential fights. One thing became obvious throughout the discussion: Tank's name always found its way back to the center of attention. Bill insisted that if Devin Haney wants both the biggest challenge and the biggest payday, then Gervonta Davis remains the #1 opponent. That says a lot because despite all the rising stars in boxing, Tank is still the name everyone wants on their resume. Bill also repeated his claim that Devin has already agreed to fight Shakur Stevenson at a 144-pound catchweight, saying the next move is entirely up to Shakur. Whether you believe that or not, it definitely adds another twist to an already crowded lightweight picture. Before long, the discussion expanded into hypothetical matchups involving Boots Ennis, making the debate even more entertaining.
On the list, Tank Davis, he sets at probably the #1. I mean, we've been had back and forth. I think that when you talk about him fighting a Jake Paul, if that was realistic, there's no realistic weight that Jake Paul could have ever come down to Devin's walk-around weight. So I consider this as real. Me and Al have had discussions. That's made it even more real. Never has anyone said anything about any dehydration, rehydration, or anything for that matter. So I think that it should be, and what it should be, is a fair fight. And that weight is to be determined. But it won't be anything under 144 pounds for nobody in the world.
At the end of the day, all the rumors, call-outs, and opinions point to one undeniable fact: Gervonta Davis is still the fighter everyone wants to face. Now it's time for the talking to end and for these blockbuster matchups to finally become reality. So who do you think Tank should fight next? Is he still boxing's best pound-for-pound talent, or has someone else earned that crown? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.